All right, let's kick this shit.
Hey, how's it going, straight down the middle viewers? We've got the coolest opportunity right now. What we get to do is unbox the first production ever American Pinball Oktoberfest. You guys want to do it? I'm ready. All right, so this game was developed in 2018. They're just now rolling them off the line here in 2019. Now, something about this game that you guys need to know, for the first production game, there are still some prototype features in the game. For example, the cabinet itself is not going to be the production cabinet. You're going to see decals with characters on the side rather than the full production. Also, the code is still in beta. You're going to see the newest code around Texas Pinball Festival at the end of March 2019, so stay tuned to that. But until then, let's tear this thing open. This is the first one, baby. Smells like a pinball machine. Woo! Take a look inside, we've got some goodies. All right, so it looks like we've got some advertisements and some flyers. I suppose that's as a distributor, I gotta hand these out. Can I keep them? We've got, it looks like a cool possible topper. Oh. It says Pinball On Tap. Let's take a look at that. I'll get it out here for you, Greg. Oh, I'm excited. It's like Christmas morning. Woo! Ooh, look at that. Very cool. Now again, these guys were nice enough to rush this game to us here at Flipping Out Pinball and straight down the middle of Pinball Show. So we're gonna get things like Ziploc bags. This will not come with your production game. All right, so we've got everything open here. Now it says right up on top here, do not cut banding with unit and upright shipping position. We do know that. This says gifts, do not discard me. I love gifts, so I'm gonna look into that later. Let's go ahead and cut the side of the box so that we can install the legs and flip her down. Oh, there are legs right here though. Oh. Out with the legs. We'll put those to the side. Looks like a nice, if you guys want to take a look at these. Just the finish of those. It's a nice metallic, almost like a what would you say, Greg? A barrel?
Yeah, like a brown.
A bronze?
Yeah, like a bronze, yeah. Like almost like, not a rough
It's a nice
bronze,
texture too, it's nice. Now the blade that I use is a little sharper than Greg's blade. So hopefully I won't have to cut it too many times to get into it. All right. Okay. So this is not as typical as what I'm used to. Usually you have the exposure of the leg bolts so I can put the legs on and fold down the game, but I do not have that. So I'm probably just gonna cut a little bit of space out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm being really careful not to stab the cabinet. But I want to expose those legs so that I could attach the legs themselves. In typical fashion, we always put the front legs all the way to the bottom. We got those. And again, it looks like American Pinball, whether this is going to be future production or not, they are using the Allen's wrench that you use to secure the back box on the leg bolts as well. They did that on Houdini. It looks like they're going to be doing that again. Usually I'll do that hand tight. Again, your leg you want to hold to the end of it so that you don't want it hanging by itself, because then you're going to jar up that bolt going in. I always keep the leg wiggling so that I can get it in good. Good. Now I'll take the Allen's wrench. Again. Firm without cracking the entire cabinet. Nice and firm. All right, legs are secured. Now we're going to bring the pin down. Oh, you want to see it? There you go, guys. These are the back two legs, so I'm going to try to match them up to the best that I can. That is assuming that your ground is level. We'll start right about there for now, and if it doesn't seem steep enough, we can always pitch them later. I always match them up like so. Look at the bolts, see how close they are. Looks good. You want to secure those by putting these nuts up top here. Stop it. I'm trying to be informational here, Greg. All right, fun part. Since I'm not at home, I don't have my favorite stool. So the wonderful people at Cincinnati Pinball are letting me use their stool thing-ish. So, you ready for this, Greg? Make sure not to put your stool too far away whenever you pick this thing up. You're going to go forward. So you don't want it being way back here. You're not going to be able to get it. 1, 2, 3. I can affirm it's a heavy machine. So again, this device right here is not ideal. I wouldn't recommend using it. Usually a stool's good. Now it's good, but I need to make sure that I'm right here to support it in case it starts bobbling. All right, now we're going to cut all this shrink wrap off so you guys can see the beauty of the side of it. All right, guys, you ready to pop it? Now, did you guys see it in front here? This is what we like to see here straight down the middle for manufacturers. Gifts inside, do not discard me. Ready? What is it? It sounds like a Rolex. Well, let's see. We'll see that later.
It's normal.
He's hiding in there. Ooh. All right, come on back, guys. Come on back, come on back, come on back. Take a look. In the pinball industry, we always say this in the hobby, we say this is a sneak peek right here. Right in the back there. American Pinball does their back boxes a little different. They utilize a lot of sound system, so you'll see the woofers or the end caps of these speakers bolting or protruding out of there, and they'll go right nicely into the little holes there. All right, let's flip it up. Woo! That's pretty. A couple changes to the playfield itself on the production. You see some different artwork on the playfield, on the plastics. We got our nozzle there that wasn't there during the prototypes phase. We also have our side art blades that come standard in this machine. We've got cool sculpts up here of the bumper cars. Now they removed, it looks like, the characters in the bumper cars, and I'm actually good with that move. I like just the standard looking bumper cars. You've got Otto up here at his bar. His bar actually looks like a rich mahogany. Look at that, Greg. Looks like a rich mahogany wood. This thing's pretty. You got your roller coaster corkscrew ramp. I'm ready to play this. What about you, Greg?
Yes!
Now, before we open the game, we need to make sure that we remove the foam shipping blocks. It shows you where they're at. Looks like 2 by Auto, 1 by the pop bumpers. We'll get that. You register your game as well. We'll make sure to do that to activate our warranty, to receive emails, etc. There's also some cautionary stuff on there as well. So when you get your American Pinball Oktoberfest, make sure to read those instructions carefully. We do have a shaker motor in there. We added that feature. There's a pin here holding this coin door or coin box. This is both a commercial and a residential device. So if you want to run it at your local barcade to earn tons of money, you can do that. Or you can just play it at home with all of your buddies. That's fun too. Balls, plunger, power cord, extra decals, extra plastics. This is my jam. There's some extra screws in there. Service manual. Again, a reminder for Oktoberfest, unplugging the PCB board connectors while the machine is powered on can and most likely will destroy the board. And it's not covered under warranty, so be careful with that. I always like to place my keys right here. This is the back box keys. They go up there, but we're gonna... Actually, let's show the people the back box. Let's do it. You've got your LEDs to light up the back glass. You've got your LCD monitor that has settings up on top. You have your 2.1 channel power amplifier that really brings a lot of sound up front here, up on top here. If it's like Houdini, that was a 6.1 system, so it rocks out pretty heavy. So far, guys, I'm a big fan of this big being black up here. I think on Houdini it was white. It blends in a lot better down here. All right, so in this game there is a lever. Pull the lever over and you can remove this, but be careful because this glass can come sliding out. We'll take this off the lockdown bar. Make sure to close the coin door before you pull the glass out of the pinball machine. Slide it out. Keep it even or it will break. We did get the team over at American Pinball to sign this. Joe Balser, the designer right there. Josh Kugler over to the left of the apron. Ah! I guess he just sits in there. It's going to bore the heck out of you guys, but what we're going to do next before we fire this thing on, we're going to check all surface up here to make sure everything is firm, is screwed in before we put it out here on the show. We're also going to lift the playfield up to make sure that there is nothing strange looking. Ooh, I like those 3D pieces. Look at those. I love that. So we'll do that and then we'll fire it up. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Go back here. I've never seen a pinball machine have art on this side of the apron. That's pretty cool.